Okay, people, let's start. Okay, guys, make sure that your camera is on. And those who are new, kindly introduce yourself. Let me know. Okay. So, I think we'll have to wait for a few more minutes. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce. Kushalini. Can you switch on your camera, Kushalini? Yes?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I'll just switch.
Yeah. Okay, so can you tell me what is your latest qualification?
Ma'am, I didn't get you, ma'am. Hello?
Yeah? Yes.
I didn't get you, ma'am. Pardon me.
Your latest qualification.
I'm currently pursuing my BTech.
What?
I'm currently pursuing my BTech, ma'am. I have done my examinations just a few days ago.
So you have completed everything?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
So you are a graduate now?
Yes.
Okay. So do you know Java?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. So I'm expecting few more people to come online and then we'll start with the session.
Yeah,
Okay?
ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I think we should start. So last time we have started JSP. So today we are going to continue with the same. We will discuss about the later parts, the other things that you need to focus on while you're working with us, while you're working with any of these languages. So like I told you before, if you follow your modules, okay, these are the things that you need to do. But before I actually show you again how we need to go ahead or proceed ahead with things, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Okay, these are going to be the mock question, mock interview. Okay, I'll share this later. So I'm going to conduct some mock interview today for module 1, 2, and 3. So it is required or it is very much requested that you guys switch on your camera and talk to me. Okay, all the questions that I'm going to ask you are already there on LMS. You just have to prepare it accordingly. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question module wise, one module at a time. Okay, so who wants to go first? Ready, Ganesh Pujari? Can you switch on your camera? Ganesh, can you switch on your camera? Feel free to leave the session if you don't want to respond here. Sanjay, switch on your camera. Okay. Shall I ask you a few questions? Unmute yourself.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So let me tell you how am I going to follow here. I'm going to ask you questions from module 1 If you are good in module 1, then I'm going to ask you a few questions from module 2. If you're good, then we are going to go for module 3. In this way, I'm going to cover all the 3 modules that you have for your as your curriculum. Am I clear to you?
Yes, ma'am, but I joined yesterday, ma'am.
Yes. Can you try to be a bit louder?
Like, ma'am, I joined yesterday, ma'am.
Yes.
Yesterday I joined, ma'am. I doesn't know data structure.
Yeah, but you said you know Java, right?
Yes, ma'am, I know Java and OOPS concepts. You can ask.
So you have seen the curriculum.
Yeah, I
Did you
seen.
go through the curriculum?
Yesterday I seen.
What?
I seen, ma'am. Right? Yesterday I seen, ma'am.
You have seen it, right? So I'm going to follow the same thing. I'm not doing anything else. I'm just asking you questions on the concepts present in those modules. Okay?
Yeah.
We
Okay.
good?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So now, do you have Eclipse?
Yeah, I am, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So you also have to do this program. I'm giving you one program that you need to do once you're done with all the answers that all the questions that I'm going to ask you now. Before that, I want you to write down the
Excuse
code.
me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Actually, I have been starting this Zoom meeting from today, so I have no idea what Eclipse and all.
So are you guys not there on WhatsApp group?
Yeah, I'm there, ma'am. They just shared me
When
the
did you
Zoom
join?
meeting. I've joined yesterday,
When did
ma'am.
you
Yesterday.
join yesterday? Okay, just listen to what we are doing here.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Do you know Java? That is my whole question.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm just going to check. At least if I ask you a question, you will get to know how much of Java you need to prepare at your end. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. I have a small
So
doubt. What is the module thing you're talking about?
the module thing, can you ask on the WhatsApp group?
Yeah,
Yeah?
sure, ma'am.
There you'll be getting a better clarity what I'm talking about.
Yes, ma'am. I'll ask. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, good. Okay, so I'll start with you, Sanjay.
Yes, ma'am.
So my first question is from module 1. Okay, module 1 consists of topics which is data structures, and the other concept which you have here is the basic concepts of Java. Okay, so I'll be asking you questions on this from the same topic. You know data structures?
No, ma'am, but only I know the name. So
What?
I don't know, ma'am.
Okay, so can you tell me the difference between queue and stack?
I don't know, ma'am. Like I don't studied, ma'am, data structure.
Can you talk a bit louder?
I don't studied, ma'am, that one. I don't know the concept of data structure.
You don't know data structures?
I don't know anything, ma'am. Like you can ask from module 2 and module 3. Like
Can you talk without the hands free, because I'm not able to hear you, neither see your face clearly.
ma'am, you can ask from module 2, ma'am, Java.
You don't know Java, basic Java? You don't know arrays and string?
I know, ma'am, array and string.
Yeah. So that is in module 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell me what is the difference between an array and a string?
Ma'am, string is a group of a character and it is written using a double quotes. And we can create a string with the help of a string library and using a new keyword. So array is basically is a group of element which has a fixed index.
Can you talk a bit louder? I'm not able to hear you properly.
From the start or from array?
Can you just get rid of your hands free? Can you talk directly into your system? Or do you have anything else that we can talk with?
My voice is audible, ma'am, right now?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, okay. Like a string is nothing but is a group of characters which going to return in a double quotes, and using string literary we can create a string, and using a new keyword we can develop. And array is nothing but it is a group of element which has a fixed index and size.
Okay, fine. So how many ways can I create a string object? What are the different ways to create string object?
It is two method, ma'am. One is string literature and another one is using a new keyword.
Okay, which one is better?
First one using string literature.
Why?
Ma'am, because it is defined, ma'am. We doesn't have to create an object for that one.
There's another reason for it.
What, ma'am?
Okay, next question. Why is string immutable?
Ma'am, can you explain again? Like your voice is breaking.
Yeah, why is string immutable?
I doesn't know that one. Ma'am. Like,
Okay.
it's a string
Can you
builder,
name
ma'am.
some of the methods of string class?
What, ma'am?
Some methods of string class.
Like substring, substring index of concat, end index, first start index.
Okay, fine. What is the basic difference while and do while loop?
While and ma'am, while it is going to first going to check the condition, then it going to execute. In do while, if it is the program is wrong, also first it's going to execute. Afterwards, it's going to check it. Ma'am.
Okay. Of while loop and do while loop, which one is an entry control loop?
What, ma'am?
Of while loop and do while loop, which one is an entry controlled loop?
While, ma'am.
Why?
Ma'am, because we're going to check at the initial one, ma'am. That one.
Oh, fine. Now, next question is from array. Can we declare an array without its size?
Ma'am, I'm going to like int.
Any
Like
type of array. Can we define an array without? Can we declare an array without its size?
We can directly initialize, ma'am. Like we can open the curly braces and we're going to initialize the values.
Yes, so that means we can. If we give the elements, then yes. Okay, fine. Okay, so next question is what is jagged array?
What, ma'am?
Jagged, Jagged. What is jagged array?
Jagged. I don't know, ma'am.
Anonymous array?
Ma'am, it's going to like it doesn't create any memory for that one, ma'am. We temporary use it maybe. Or temporary we going to use it.
Okay. What is array of object?
Array of object. So it's going to I don't know, ma'am, that one.
Okay. So Sanjay, your topic seems fine because you don't know anything about data structures. You need to work in that perspective.
Yes,
I would suggest you to study data structure from the perspective of collection API. What all concepts are used in there, you just make sure that you are preparing from that domain. Okay, like you have queue, you have stack, whatever concepts are there in collection API, make sure you know the underlying usage, working in applications for the same. You get the point?
Yes.
Otherwise, the concepts that you're saying and the answers which you're giving in here is okay. Okay. That means compared to any other those who have answered me so far, it is something that I can expect, that being an intermediator, I expect some more things from you. Okay, let's say if I ask you what are the different ways to create a string. So you can say there are two methods. One is by using literal, the other is by using new keyword. Then without me asking you, you can reply me, or you can just conclude saying that of these two methods, one of this method is better because of one of the method is literal is better because whenever we create a string literally, it is created inside the string constant pool. And if the string already exists, it is the object is simply going to point to that value. Okay. But if I go ahead with the new keyword, then every time a new object is created inside the heap memory. So it will occupy a separate space. No reusability is done in that case. And hence, using literally is a better option. Reason your answers. Okay. Otherwise, the technical terms and things which I need are quite in place. You just have to do some more polish and then you will be good to go. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I want you to write down the code for string. Okay. I want you to perform some operations of string. Any string operation. Okay. At least implement 5 methods of string to perform some of the other operation of on string.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Once you're done, you're supposed to mail me on this email address, java.mentor.
Can you share that one in chat, ma'am?
Yes.
Can you share that one, that link in the chat box?
Of course, I'm doing that. I'm just correcting my spellings. It is
Ah.
java.mentor@millionlights.in. Sorry. It is in, not from, okay? We tend to make mistake. I tend to make a lot. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Sudhanshu, you're up. Sudhanshu. Sudhanshu.
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
I cannot see you. Yeah, you have got some issue at your end.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Very bad issue, ma'am. I'm facing a lot of issue. Actually, my
Okay.
internet is not running.
Okay, you have an
Ma'am,
internet issue. Okay,
I'm
fine.
trying to connect with my laptop. Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to connect with my laptop, but I couldn't, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay. So whenever you are good to go, I'll ask you questions then, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Ready, Ganesh?
I think.
Do you wish to respond?
Yes, ma'am. I think now I connected with my laptop now.
Yeah. Please leave from this, from your phone. Ganesh, would you like to talk? Ganesh. Okay. So, Shraddhanshu, still you need to work. Okay. Abhinav. You ready? Abhinav.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Hello.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, what happened to your camera?
Sorry.
Okay. So now ready this time?
I'll try,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine. So data structures first. Okay. So can you tell me the difference between linear and non-linear data structure?
Ma'am, linear data structures are like stacks, queues, linked list.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by linear data structure?
Linear data structures in which data is stored in a sequence wise.
Okay. And what about non-linear?
Non-linears are trees, which tree is a non-linear data structure. Tree, graphs, hash maps, etc. They are non-linear data structures.
What is a tree?
Tree is used in a condition. Let's say whether a person, for example, whether a person either will purchase a pizza or not is a conditional sequential statement. Either he will purchase or he won't. And in this case, tree will be used to depict this condition. Let's say a person will open an account in a bank or not. Either he will open or he won't. This is a tree.
Can you tell me one of the uses of array data structure?
Arrays are used to store data of similar data. Used to store data of similar type.
I'm asking for implementation, uses
Uses. Arrays are used to
in
store
programming. In programming,
that
or let's say in a particular concept, or in technology. Where
arrays
is array used?
arrays are used to arrays are used in used to store data.
Used to
Store data. Store data.
store data. And how is that?
Data of similar types. Let's say we need to create. Let's say an array is created to store prime numbers. So we can declare an array and
Okay, I'm talking about array data structure. Where is this array data structure implemented in any of the technology?
it's used in and when an object is created using classes. When loops are used while using a for loop, we can use an array.
Okay, can you give me any of the uses of graph?
Ma'am, graph I haven't studied.
What is hashing?
Sorry, ma'am.
Data structures still need to work on it. Okay. Next. What is the difference between a constant and a variable?
Variable can change. The value of variable can be changed, whereas constants, once declared, do not change their value.
Okay. Okay, fine. So next, what is a class loader?
Class loader. Just a moment. I guess I written this.
What are constructors?
Just a moment. Constructors are used in OOPS. Constructors are used. They are.
You're not supposed to read. You're not going to get any chance to read from anywhere if you are giving an interview.
Okay.
Okay.
Constructors are used to constructors are used in OOPS. They are used while declaring an object and declaring a class. Constructors can be private. They can be public. They can be yes, they can be private and they can be public.
Okay, what happens if a constructor is declared as protected?
Yeah. Protected also. If a constructor is declared protected, then the data stored in the constructor cannot be viewed by anyone else except the user.
Cannot be viewed. Who is going to view the constructor?
As far as my understanding goes, while declaring classes
Who can access a protected constructor? That is my question.
only the programmer can access the protected constructor.
A programmer can do everything. Okay, a programmer can access everything. My question is, where can you access a protected constructor?
See, users, the parent user
Okay.
can access, the parent user can access it. Parent user.
Parent user. What is parent user?
I'm not getting the correct word. मतलब जिसने कोड लिखा है, वो जिसने उसको प्रोटेक्ट किया है,
The people who are going to take your interview are South Indians, and I cannot guarantee that they know your language that you're going to talk.
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry. I'll speak in English. Constructors can protected constructors can be accessed only through by the guy who has wrote the program, by the guy who has
Child class.
Sorry?
Child class constructor.
Child class is the subset.
That is the answer. Child class and child class constructor.
Okay, that is the answer.
Can you make constructor abstract?
Yes.
What is the use? Is it possible to declare an array size as negative?
No.
Why?
Because array either can be empty or it can contain some value.
But you can be more specific by saying that the array starts with the index 0.
Yeah,
So I cannot.
Yeah, it starts
Okay.
with 0, so it cannot have negative value.
Okay. What is array store exception?
Array store exception. I'm sorry. No idea.
What is array index out of bound exception?
When the data that is stored inside the array exceeds the memory that is being allotted while declaring the array, out of bound exception.
Okay. You check your chat window. In that I have sent something. Do you think this is legal? The way to declare an array in this way, is it correct?
Int A.
Is it okay?
No.
Is it legal?
No.
Where is the mistake?
Here, new int. New int.
Correct the statement and send it back to me. You sure?
Yes, because integer is the array is A.
Are we doing C? Are we doing C and C++?
Sorry, we are doing Java. We are doing Java, right?
Okay, fine. Next question. So, can you extend the string class?
String, yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. String is a collection of characters that can be extended.
So you can extend the string class into another class, right? So you can write class ABC extend string, right?
Right.
Then why is string immutable?
I need to read up strings a bit more, I guess.
String class is final. You cannot extend the class, and string class is immutable because once the value has been defined, cannot be changed for the reason that we want to secure our data.
Sure.
Okay. What is the difference between string, string buffer, and string builder?
String is a collection of characters. String buffer and string builder. String buffer, ma'am. Sorry, no idea.
So, dude, still need to prepare. Yeah. Question for you. You need to print me this series. Just a minute. उल्टा थोड़ा क्लिक पड़ जाए. Start. The series is 100, 1, 50, 2, 25, 3, and so on. Okay? Once you're done with the code, you have to email it to me. And it has to be in next 1 hour.
I need to print
Okay.
this series. As far as my goes, this is a mixed series. 1, 2, 3. These are increasing AP.
Perform it. Don't tell me. Perform it.
I need to write
Okay.
a code which prints this series. Output is this
I
series.
should be getting the output. I'm interested in output. I'm not interested in how what you do. Later on, once I see your code, I'll tell you how you have to work with it.
Okay.
Okay, if there's any issue. Okay, so Ranjita, can we talk?
Yes,
Can I
ma'am.
ask you a question?
Ma'am, this is my first boot camp class, so I was not knowing the module.
Chaitra,
Ma'am,
yes. So did you prepare for module 1, 2, 3? Okay, great. So we'll start with data structures first, okay? Can you tell me what is hashing?
hashing is the changing of array number to array index. Process of hashing. It is a technique of
It is a technique of converting one thing into another.
yes.
Okay, so that what is that one thing and what is the another thing you need to tell us, and with what it is converted into the other thing.
Array of array into array of indexes.
Array of
it uses
index.
modulo operators.
So the data. Okay, if I have got chunk of data and I want to optimize my search, I'm going to apply some hash function and a hash table will be created, which is going to have an index to go to each of the values which we have into our array, okay, or into whatever chunk of data I'm working with. So to access those chunk, each record, I make use of the hash function or the hash number, the index numbers which I get after calculating the hash function with the hash function. This is hashing. It is used for optimizing. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, fine attempt. Next question. Okay. Can you tell me one of the implementations of tree?
Implementation of tree. Ma'am. Tree is a nonlinear data structure, and it is a collection of vertices and edges, and
That's it. I'm asking for application, implementation, application of tree.
it is used to collection of non-linear data structure, and it avoids data overflow.
Okay. What is the difference between searching and sorting algorithms?
In searching, searching is the process of finding the requirement of data, and sorting is arranging the data elements in a sequential order.
What is a linked list?
Linked list is a linear data structure, and it is linked in one node to another node, and collection of edges and vertices.
Okay.
And it is two types. And it is three types: single linked list, double linked list, and circular linked list.
Okay, fine. So which of this linked list is supported by collection API? Which of the type of linked list is supported by collection API?
Circular linked list.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Why do you say so?
Circular linked list is a collection of more linked lists. No, ma'am.
Difference between array and linked list.
Array is a collection of same data type, ma'am. Whereas a linked list also same data type, but it is in sequential order. But now array is stored in continuous memory locations.
Okay. Fine. Okay, that's the only difference. Can you give an example for each one of them, implementation for each one of them? Where can be array used and where can be a linked list used?
I don't know.
Can you tell me the application for data structures?
Applications, ma'am. It avoids data overflow and it is easy to understand. It is easy to debug and correct the errors.
Oh, fine. Okay, so okay, you need to do a bit of study for data structures, but it seems fine to me. Okay, it is fine. It is not great, but it is not bad. Okay, you need to still polish yourself in that. Let's start with core Java. Okay, so what is the difference between string and string buffer?
Whereas string is immutable, ma'am. String buffer is mutable.
Okay, that's it.
Yes.
At least give 2 to 3 points that I can measure up to.
I'll learn.
Okay. What is the reason or what is the usage of substring method of string class?
Substring, ma'am. We can rectify and the errors in less time, ma'am. Whereas where the substrings are in.
Dekho bhai, do you know Hindi? No? You're copying.
What, ma'am?
Are you trying to read it from somewhere?
No, ma'am.
Turn your camera.
How to turn on?
Your laptop.
Yes, ma'am.
It's okay. Let it be. Don't do that. Okay. Just look into the camera. If you're thinking, look at the ceiling. Don't look across the screen that you are looking at. Okay. Don't do that.
Okay.
It feels like you are trying to read it from some XYZ location.
No,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Next question. On strings again. Okay, so a simple thing. Can you tell me, is string a primitive data type?
Yes, ma'am.
String is a data type?
Yes, ma'am. String is a data type. Primitive data type. No, ma'am.
String is a data
type. Collection of characters.
But my question, is string a data type?
Yes, ma'am. It is a data type.
It is a class. String is a class in Java. Okay, it is not a data type. Okay, so look in the chat window. Okay, I have one string as S1 with this value. Okay, and one more string S2 with this value. Okay, you understand these two statements?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what will be the output if I say S1 is equal to S2? What will be the output?
Java equal to new string Java.
What will be the output if I try to compare S1 with S2 using equal to operator? What will be the output?
Error, ma'am.
Why they are objects? I can compare it. It's okay. Okay, one more. What if I do this? What will be the value? I'm interested in value.
S1 equals S2.
What will be the output?
False. S1 dot
False.
true, ma'am.
Why? But they are same, right?
No, ma'am. New string.
Java and Java.
Yes.
Output is true or false?
True, ma'am.
What about S1 equal to S2? Even this is supposed to give you a true or false value. What is the value here? True or false?
False.
Why?
Because they equal to take a new string, no, ma'am. Object. New string is not equal to Java.
Why it is not equal? The method equal compares the value of the two-string object. Okay.
Yes.
Whereas the operator equal to compares the address of those two
Of the-
objects.
Yes.
Hence they are different. Hence one is going to be false. Okay. And the other one is going to be true. Okay, fine. So how do you check whether a string is empty or not?
I don't know.
Okay. So let's move on to module 2. Okay. You were fair for module 1. Now let's see for module 2. Okay. Now, can you tell me what is the difference between throw and throws?
Throw. In throws, it throw. It access outside the class, ma'am. In throws, sorry, ma'am. In throw, it explains entire the program, and in throws, it explains only little part of the code, ma'am.
The statements are not making any sense. Okay, fine. Difference between error and exception.
Error.
And exception. If you don't know the answer, just tell me. I'll pass on to the next question. Okay, it is okay.
Ma'am,
Okay, if you don't know it, just let
I'm
me know.
scared, ma'am.
Huh?
Yes, I'm scared, ma'am.
I'm not able to hear you. What?
I'm scared, ma'am, so I forgotten the answers.
Why are you scared? Do you think I have a gun with me? And do you think if I shoot you, it is going to reach you, the bullet? It does not make any sense. It's okay. You're making mistake. That's okay. You're a human being and I totally understand that. So just being to the same mistake is the problem. Unless and until you don't solve it, that is the problem. Okay? Do the mistake. Listen to the comment that I give you. Follow the thing. Okay? Just cover it up or just what do you say? Prepare for it and then come again. That's the deal. Don't be scared. Okay? Next question. What is access specifier?
Access specifiers. There are 3 types of access specifiers, ma'am. Public access, public, private, and protected. Access specifiers is used as a visibility modifiers, and it is used to access the elements.
That's it.
Yes.
Make sure that you add some more things into it, okay? Make sure that your answers are more than one-liners. Okay? What are non-access specifiers?
Non-access specifiers, it won't access the elements in a program.
You don't know it, say it, you don't know it. This is not the answer. What is an abstract class?
Abstract class. Abstract class is the child class of the parent.
We need to work on module 2. Okay? We're not giving any sensible answer here. Okay? So, program for you. I want you to write down a Pojo class.
Okay.
Pojo class for a customer. Okay, write down as in you need to write down the code on the laptop or computer, not on the book, okay?
Once again, you tell the question, ma'am.
You need to implement Pojo, P-O-J-O, plain old Java object. Okay? For a customer.
Okay.
Okay. Who's left? Money, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope today you're going to be good. सबसे पहले जोर से बात करो, कुछ सुना ही नहीं दे रहा है.
Yes, ma'am. आप भी सुनाई दे रहा है, ma'am?
Okay, so let's go ahead. So now we don't have any problem, right? Yeah. So we'll start with data structures as always. Can you name some of the sorting algorithms?
Sorting algorithm, ma'am. Ma'am, quick sort and bubble sort, ma'am.
That's it, only two?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's move to the next one. Next question. What is bubble sort?
Ma'am, in bubble sort, ma'am.
I can look into your specs lenses.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
are you doing on your screen?
Ma'am, it's reflecting the whole screen, ma'am. I'm not even touch the key.
क्या बोल रहे हो?
मैंने अभी तक कीबोर्ड छुआ नहीं, मैम. ये मेरे जो आप जूम पे मीटिंग चल रहा है ना, मैम, वही रिफ्लेक्ट हो रहा है स्पेक्स पे.
भाई जोर से बोलने का क्या लोगे?
मैम, मैं अभी तक कुछ यूज नहीं किया, मैम. वो जो जूम का जो इंटरफेस है ना, वही मेरे पे रिफ्लेक्ट कर रहा है स्पेक्स पे.
ओके फाइन, ठीक है. चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे जाते हैं. ओके,
यस, मैम.
फिजिट मत करो, आराम से बैठो और अपने आंसर के बारे में सोचो. ठीक है, यू विल बी गेटिंग द आंसर. ओके, so my question is, how is linked list more effective or more efficient than array?
Ma'am, in linked list, ma'am, all the data are stored in sequentially, ma'am.
Talk loudly.
Ma'am, in linked list, ma'am, the data are stored in elements, and the data are stored in sequentially, ma'am.
So how it is more efficient than array?
Ma'am, I think array is more efficient than linked list, ma'am, because it's index based, ma'am.
What is a queue? And name one application of queue.
I mean, queue, ma'am, data are stored in. Sorry, ma'am, I don't know.
Oh, fine. Did you prepare data structures?
Yes, ma'am, I'm preparing. Not prepared very well, ma'am.
आप बहुत टाइम से प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो. What is heap? Okay. Can you tell me, is it possible to override a static method?
No, ma'am, we cannot override a static method.
Why?
Because it's a class, ma'am.
Because
Static is a class, ma'am.
static is a class. It's not this reason. Okay. Sanjay, I received your code. That's okay. So in few minutes, I'm going to ask you questions on module 2. Okay, Sanjay?
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, next question, Mani.
Yes, ma'am.
Why Java does not support multiple inheritance?
Because of ambiguity, ma'am.
What is ambiguity?
Ma'am, if we create, ma'am, multiple inheritance, compiler will get confused, ma'am, which to execute the first, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, when do we need constructor overloading?
Constructor overloading.
What are the advantages of array?
Advantages of array, ma'am. In array, ma'am, we can short the data efficiently, ma'am.
That's it.
And the array size is fixed, ma'am. So the heap memory can be saved, ma'am. It will not waste the space in.
Okay.
And ma'am, with creating one reference variable, we can store multiple data in it, ma'am.
Okay, better money, right? You can talk now. That's the main thing, right? Before you were not able to talk, and now you can answer me. देखो आपने बाल्टी भर पढ़ा है, चम्मच भर आंसर क्यों कर रहे हो? हाँ, थोड़ा मग्गा भर तो बोलो. Whatever you know, try to talk it out. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Good. Better from the last time. What you have answered. You did not answer anything, but today you're answering. I'm proud of you. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. What are the different types of array?
Two types of array, ma'am. Multi-dimensional and one dimension and multi-dimension, ma'am.
Oh, fine. What is jagged array?
Ma'am, jagged array is a multi-dimensional array, ma'am, where it has the same. It has a different. For example, ma'am, if we create a multi-dimensional array, at first, ma'am, if it has 3 elements, in a second, it will have 4 elements, ma'am, in array.
Okay, so you can answer it in this way that jagged array is a multi-dimensional array. So when we declare an array, when we declare a 2D array, without declaring the row size, that means without declaring the column size, that means only the row size has been defined, and later we instantiate each row with different size of columns. Okay.
Okay.
Then it is called as a jagged array. Okay. Good attempt. Just make sure you have got proper statements to talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. What is a string constant pool?
Whenever we create an object of a string, ma'am, it first checked in a string constant pool. If it exists in a string constant pool, then it will refer the which already exist in a string constant pool. If it is not exist in it, then it will create an object for the new string, ma'am.
Oh. So what are the different ways to compare strings in Java?
By compare method, ma'am, compare to method, and by double equal operator, ma'am.
equals compared to an double equal operator.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, equals method was missing. Okay, it is far better. Okay, what is the usage of final keyword?
Ma'am, usage of final keyword, ma'am. Ma'am, whenever we declare a final method, ma'am, it will execute if other method will execute or not. It will execute it.
Okay. So, did you prepare for module 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me the difference between inheritance and polymorphism?
Ma'am, in inheritance, ma'am, the uh, child class implements all the properties of parent class, acquire all the properties of parent class, ma'am. And in polymorphism, ma'am, sorry, ma'am, I don't know about polymorphism. But with the help of inheritance, we can achieve polymorphism, ma'am.
And how is that? Can you give me an example?
Ma'am, creating multiple child class and it will extend the parent class, ma'am.
Okay. What is dynamic method dispatch?
Dynamic dispatch method is resolved at runtime rather than compile time, ma'am. And
What do you mean by that? Okay, fine. So you need to prepare for module 2 as well.
okay,
Okay.
okay, ma'am.
I want you to write down a code to implement hash map.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm ready to
हो गया?
proceed, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Very good. चलो, so आपका मॉड्यूल 1 का सीन नहीं है, हमें डायरेक्टली जाना है आपके मॉड्यूल 2 के लिए, मॉड्यूल 3 के लिए इनफैक्ट. ओके, एक एक क्वेश्चन में मॉड्यूल 1 मॉड्यूल 2 से पूछूंगी और फिर डायरेक्टली मॉड्यूल 3 पे जंप करूंगी. ओके, so one question from module 1 is that can you tell me everything that you know about data structures in a very crisp way?
Data structure is the technique of storing data using different data structures technique so that we can efficiently get store and update the data into computer memory. Data structure provides us many data structure techniques like array, queue, linked list, which performs different action to store data into computer's memory.
Okay, that's it.
We use we
Can you see
use
some of the
data.
applications of data structures?
Yes, ma'am. Data
Yes,
structure.
application of data structures.
Data structure is used anywhere where we want to access data
Yes,
efficiently.
where is that anywhere? What is that anywhere? You need to name it.
Yes, ma'am. Like if we want to store the data in a hierarchical structure so that we can search it very quickly, we can use tree. Uh, if we want to store the data in a sequential order, we can use a stack. If we want to store data having arrays, we can use a
Okay,
linked
okay,
list.
fine. Okay,
Ma'am,
let's move on
will
to
it be
module
a
2.
good, ma'am,
बस
will
हो
it
गया.
be a good
Module 2.
answer? मैम
It
ये
is
सही आंसर
fine.
होगा?
फाइन है. पहले मैं आपको ऑलरेडी आंसर ले चुकी हूँ. मैं बस सोच आपसे पूछ रही थी ताकि मैं समझ पाऊँ कि आपको अभी भी उसका आंसर आता है कि नहीं. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So module 2 में I'm going to ask you 3 questions. One is from OOP, one is from exception, and the other one is from collection. The last one is from collection. Okay. So
Okay.
from OOP, can you tell me what is dynamic method dispatch? अभी भी नहीं
Dynamic
prepare
method
किया ना?
नहीं मैम dynamic method dispatch is used to call overwritten method at runtime. Dynamic method dispatch is used to get runtime polymorphism.
Okay, next question is from the same topic. Difference between overloading and overriding.
Yeah. Method having same name. Method having same name and same parameter. Having inheritance relationship is known as overriding. And if method having same name, different parameter in same class is known as method overloading. Method overloading is a type of compile time polymorphism, whereas method overriding is a type of runtime polymorphism.
Add one more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Exception.
I can add. Like in in method overloading, it gets memory at compile time, whereas in method overriding it gets memory at runtime. It means we can't in method overloading we can't increase or decrease the size of that particular method. Sorry.
How can you
Object.
change the
Object.
size? How it is associated with size? Nothing with that.
No,
Okay.
ma'am. No, ma'am. But
Exception handling. What is try
Yes.
with resources?
Yes, ma'am. Try with resources. Initially, we have to close each. Initially, we have to create each object. Sorry. Initially, we have to close each object, but when we get the feature of try with resources, we don't need to close the method. We don't need to create close the object which we have created in
So
try
if
with
you get
resource.
a problem, if you're not able to explain a particular concept in theory, okay, just take up an example and explain that. Even that works. Okay. So you can say, let's say I'm trying to open a resource. Then let's say the resource is a buffer reader resource or a file resource that I'm opening up. Then I need to close that resource, which is a mandatory thing. so
Yes,
as
ma'am.
to optimize or to utilize the resource efficiently. So to handle this mechanism, instead of writing a finally block, I can opt for try
I can,
with
yeah, ma'am.
resources. Yes. So I'm making use of some example to explain my question. Even that adds up to my answer. Okay. An
Yes.
example in your answer is a wonderful thing.
In this,
Okay.
yeah, ma'am. Yeah. Uh, if we are talking about try with resource, we don't need to we don't need to declare just closed object finally. Uh, Here we put the location of resource. Here we put the resource within try body. We don't create instance uh, later. We just instantiate it in try block.
Fine. Think over it. It's not correct. Collections. Difference between set and map.
Yes, ma'am. Set doesn't allow duplicate value. Uh, it stores only the value. Uh, set stores only value, whereas a map also doesn't allow uh, duplicate value, but it stores the value with key. Uh, set set allows null value, whereas a map doesn't allow no null value. Uh, we can store the data
See,
in null.
listen to me very carefully. Okay. Now, you know the answer, you know the concept. Now, you know what your problem is. You're not able to frame the statement whenever it is given at an or maybe at a runtime. If it is given to you instantly and you're not able to give a frame and answer for that particular question. So you always make sure that you come up with an example and you explain that example. Okay. Try to remember the code in your head. Spell out the code if you want. Okay. Say out the code you want. Whichever concept it is related to. And then you explain why that line of code has been written. Yes, even that is going to help you to get selected for your interview. Because everybody has a different way of talking. So if you don't know how to get through those paragraphs and statement formation, just go with this method. You have to come up with a way. Okay? The only problem that you're facing here is you're not able to explain what you know. Because I know you have got that confidence in yourself, but you don't know how to talk it out. हम हिंदी में नहीं बात कर सकते तुमसे, वो दिक्कत है. ठीक है? Module 3. Okay. What is multi-threading?
Yeah. Multi-threading is it multi-threading? In multi-threading, multiple threads running simultaneously. Multi-threading says common memory to all thread. Multi-threading in multi-threading, threads are independent. It doesn't depend on any other thread. It means yeah. We can take an example of multi-threading. Is it not a good answer? I was not giving good
Operating
answer.
system is the best example of multi-threading, multitasking,
Yes, ma'am. And
multi-processing.
yeah, we can. Yes, ma'am. Was my definition not good?
Next question. What is the difference between sleep and wait?
Yeah, a sleep method puts particular thread for a specific period of time. where weight whereas weight method yeah
What are the different
whereas
what are the different methods of object class?
yeah uh, there are many methods of object class like
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Think over again. Methods of
method.
object class.
Yes, ma'am. A string, uh, yeah. String is also class of uh, object
What
class.
is object cloning?
Copying of one object. Copying of
मैंने ये
one object to
सारी
another.
सेशंस, लेट मी टेल यू, ये सारी सेशंस मैंने लिए हैं और इन सारी सेशंस में आप हो तो भी आप एक भी आंसर नहीं कर पा रहे हो. आई हैव अ रिकॉर्ड राइट. आप सारी सेशंस में आए हो, आपको प्रैक्टिकली भी दिखाया है कि इन सबको इम्प्लीमेंट कैसे करना है, तो भी आप आंसर नहीं कर पा रहे हो. अभी क्या दिक्कत हो रही है? तो जो आप पहले दिन पे थे ना, वैसे ही आंसर आप आज भी कर रहे हो.
Because, आप सारे सारे क्वेश्चन ही वैसे ऐसा पूछ रही है मैम जिसको मैंने अच्छे से
आपको
प्रिपेयर नहीं
पता
किया
था
था.
ना आज आपका मॉक है.
बट एक्चुअली मैम इन सारे क्वेश्चंस को मैंने अच्छे से प्रिपेयर नहीं किया था. मेरे को लगा था कि ये क्वेश्चंस आप नहीं पूछेंगे, बट सारे के सारे क्वेश्चंस ही आप ऐसा पूछ रही हैं जो कि मैंने प्रिपेयर किया ही
मुझे
नहीं था.
पता है ना लास्ट में आपने कौन सी चीज आंसर नहीं की थी, वही चीज मैं पूछ रही हूँ. That is my job to remember. I look at the face and I remember what to answer, what to ask. That is the
Collection
deal.
से
That is the deal with the teacher. That is what an interviewer is going to do. He or she is going to read your face.
अगर आप कलेक्शन से और भी क्वेश्चन पूछती तो मैं बता देता, कॉन्फिडेंटली बता देता, बट ये मैथ
मुझे पता है ना आपने लास्ट टाइम आंसर किया था, तो मैं क्यों पूछती. So dude, still on the same ground.
Okay, ma'am.
And for your program, do you remember I have given a
Next
code
time
to
I'll not
implement?
give you a chance.
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. I was saying next time I will not give you a chance to say like that.
So if I give you to write a code, you will be able to. Yes.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
I ask you to write down a code, will you be able to write one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So do you remember I've given a program to write, to implement, to read and write a text file?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Read and write a text file using OOP. Then you also need to implement exception. You need to implement collection and also your IO system, IO stream. Can you do that? Yes?
No, ma'am.
Create a POJO, take any entity, okay? Then accept the value from the user, accept that into POJO, okay? And whatever value you have in your POJO, store it inside your collection. Any of the appropriate collections which you want, you do it for 5 records, let's say, and store that collection into your file.
Okay.
Getting the deal?
Yes, ma'am.
Do it now. Okay, in 1 hour, you're supposed to submit me.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So, Sanjay. Module 2.
What, ma'am? Sorry.
Ready?
I'm already given, ma'am. Already gave.
What?
Already gave the mock interview, ma'am.
You gave module 1. Did you give for module 2?
No, not given.
I'm asking you for module 2 because I saw that you gave me the answer for the question, right?
Yeah, okay,
Program. So I have to move to the next one.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
So your next.
ma'am,
Yes.
will you repeat again, ma'am? What was my question, please, ma'am?
आपको स्कैनर से डेटा लेना है, ठीक है? लेट्स से आप फाइल से डेटा उठाओ, अपने एंटिटी अपने पोजो में डालो, अपने एंटिटी में, अपने बीन में. लेट्स से एम्प्लॉय डेटा आप फाइल से उठा रहे हो, आप उसको एम्प्लॉय ऑब्जेक्ट में डाल रहे हो, उस एम्प्लॉय ऐसे 5 डेटा उठा रहे हो, ठीक है? और ये 5 डेटा आप कलेक्शन में डालोगे. ये कलेक्शन आप पूरी तरह उठा के अपने किसी भी टेक्स्ट फाइल, एक्सेल फाइल में आप पेस्ट करोगे. आपको रीड करना है और राइट करना है. समझा?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So Sanjay,
Yes, ma'am.
simple question. Okay, this is a very favorite question of interviewers. What is dynamic method dispatch?
I don't know on the point.
Okay. Again, the next question they ask is difference between overloading and overriding.
Overloading is nothing but we're going to create a method there. So overriding is the same method. We're going to write it again, ma'am, by using this, by calling it.
And what is overloading?
Overloading, we can we're going to create a number of methods, ma'am, developing a multiple methods with the same name but changing but different number of arguments. Overriding, we going what, ma'am? In overriding,
Yeah.
can I say, ma'am? Hello.
Okay. Next question. How do you achieve 100% abstraction?
Action. So first I'm going to create a interface or a abstract first, then going to create a inheritance for that, and upcasting and method overloading. So if we're going to use this one in a class, then we're going to create abstraction steps for that.
Okay. Can we declare a variable to be abstract?
I don't remember.
Are you sure?
I don't know, ma'am.
It is a very common thing that we use.
Like I
What is
forgot,
late
ma'am.
binding?
What, ma'am?
Late binding.
I don't know, ma'am, that one.
What are the different types of inheritance?
So there are 5 types, ma'am. Single level, multiple, hierarchy, and hybrid.
What is the problem with hybrid inheritance?
So in hybrid, it's going to act as a in a hierarchy as well as a multiple. So when you're going to use multiple, it is in Java we are not going to use multiple, ma'am.
Can a class extend itself?
Like, ma'am, I couldn't understand that one, ma'am.
Why is multiple inheritance not supported through class?
Ma'am, it's going to create a confusion during the object executing the program, ma'am. Like it is going to, it doesn't know which class we're going to execute that one.
Okay. What is an unchecked exception?
What, ma'am?
Unchecked exception.
It's not going to check it, ma'am. Like it's going to occur in runtime.
What is null pointer exception?
I don't know on that one.
Can we have a try block without a catch block?
No, ma'am. If we're going to create a try block, then there should be a catch block, ma'am.
What is rethrowing of exception?
What, ma'am?
Rethrowing of exception.
Like, I don't know on that one.
What is a collection?
So collection. Forgot.
That's okay. Prepare.
What, ma'am?
Okay. So now you know what you don't know. So now you need to prepare. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mani, you done with the program? Chaitra,
ma'am.
you done with the program? So guys, Abhinav, are you done with the code?
Ma'am, doing it.
Okay. So guys, just make sure that you complete your code and send it to me. Okay. The email address is given below.
Okay, ma'am, we'll do that.
Okay, I'll take a break here for 10 minutes. Okay, so done, people? Yes? I have still not received any program yet. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you done with the code? Yes?
Ma'am, I shared you here only, ma'am, in the chat box only.
And not you, I'm asking others whether they are done with the code or not. Okay, so people, when we meet tomorrow, I want you all to perform all the programs that I've given before. If not done, make sure that you complete it. And for the people, those who are new for today's session, I'm giving you all the programs that you need to be familiar with. Okay? That you need to practice. These kinds of programs are likely to appear for your interviews. So make sure that you're good with all these things. Okay, so let's say if I give you basic programs, these are the basic set of programs that you need to prepare. You can check your chat window, people. I've sent it there. This is for all of you. Okay, if you have not done this, make sure you do it. Otherwise, please don't come for the session. Okay. The second thing is the series. These are the types of series that I want you all to practice at your end again. Yes. There are approximately 10 series, 9 to 10 series that you need to do. Then there are some patterns, which would be great if you try at your end. Okay. If you can see it properly, maybe. Patterns, just ignore that. I'm going to give you a proper thing. Different types of patterns, I'll tell you later. Okay. Some more code. Ignore patterns, it is not coming up properly. Okay. And few more code. Practice this program. This will make your concept more clear. Okay. Did you guys receive the program question?
Yes.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yes. So there are approximately 7 plus 3, 10, 10 plus 10, 20, and 20 plus 7, 27. So of this, you need to complete at least 20 programs before coming for the session tomorrow. It is only then I'm going to go ahead for the further session. Am I clear to all?
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Fine.
Yes.
So people, mail me
Uh,
your code whenever you are
ma'am,
done, even the today's program. Okay? And you have got my number already. So those who don't have it, you can ask it from, you can just email it to me, those who don't have my number, but make sure that you are accountable. You acknowledge me. You just tell me what you're doing at each and every day. And just make sure that you make it worth. Okay? You're utilizing your days to prepare yourself for your interview. Get ready for your jobs. So just make sure that you are coming back to me, letting me know what exactly do you want, where are you stuck. It is something that should come from your end. Because what I am doing, I am following a certain pattern. Okay, I'm following some process that has been decided already. So there are chances that not everybody is going to be comfortable with it. So it is very much required that you come up with a way to help yourself through me. I'm going to help you. I'm going to guide you. I'll give you all the related or associated link to prepare for the same. So as per today's interview, I can say that you guys still need a good amount of preparation. Yes. If let's say, for example, I send you for the interview, you are going to be definitely rejected. Yes, I'm saying this for a very a hard fact that yes, you will be. But if you just do some hard work and be good in programming, because they need you to write down the code. That is the reason why I'm asking you to write down the code and show me what approach do you take to accomplish the task. Okay. So just do it and write down the code and let me know. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
If I send you for the interview, it won't be possible for you. So that is the deal. Practice more and more possible, as much as possible before coming for your session, because you get the whole day to prepare. And it is at the night time that we have the session wherein you just have to revise or ask me questions. Asking the question does not mean that you don't show me any of your work and directly start firing me the questions, because unless and until you have not tried, you won't be having a sensible question for that domain. Just make sure that you are meaningful. For that, prepare yourself.
Okay.
Is that clear to all?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Practice is the key. Practice as much as possible. Try to attempt at least 10 to 20 programs in a day. If you're not doing that, you're not progressing anyway. That's the only deal. Okay? So people, that's it from my end. We'll meet tomorrow if you are done with the code. Otherwise, feel free to not attend my session. Am I clear to all?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am,
So tomorrow I'm going to ask you to share your screen
Okay.
to check
Ma'am,
for the programs. Yes.
ma'am,
Follow?
yes, ma'am, ma'am, आपने जो question दिया था मेरे को, that I have to implement the OOP and exception handling, all those concepts into one program. From where I get this program, ma'am? Because it is looking so complex.
देखो, अगर आपको कंसेप्ट समझ में आते हैं ना, तो वो सारे कंसेप्ट आपको अमेलगमेट करके एक कंसेप्ट बनाना है, एक प्रोग्राम बनाना है. That is the main idea here.
And it is looking very tedious task,
Okay,
ma'am.
so read and write a file. Okay, read and write onto a file using Pojo. Let's do this.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. But from where I can get that program, ma'am?
So understand what is the question. You need to read and write file. So आपको
No,
file
I
read
get
and write
this, ma'am.
operation आना चाहिए.
No, I get this program, ma'am. I get this program. But I was asking about that question, ma'am. What you were asking, Millionlights system, that I have to implement all those concepts into one program. That exception handling, OP.
वो नहीं कर रहे, हम
I
जाने दो.
was asking about
सिर्फ
that,
फाइल
ma'am.
रीड राइट करो. हम वो नहीं कर
Okay,
रहे.
ma'am.
मैं आपको कल बताती हूँ वो क्या है. ठीक है?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, given the condition, you do at least 20 programs. Chalo, at least 25 programs for you. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Chalo. Yes, guys, we'll meet tomorrow. That's it from my end.
Okay, ma'am.